When you accept LinkedIn's invitation to click here to see who's viewed your profile, are you about to view a list of fans or fanatics? Spotting cyberstalkers means knowing how to separate flattery from fatal attraction. Virtual prowlers range from jilted paramours to Facebook friends you never knew you had, because maybe you accept most of the friend requests you receive. Yet in the tech-savvy world in which we live online, the focused attention of cyberstalkers can be hard to recognize until it's too late. Particularly at risk are tech-savvy youth. For young people who boldly showcase themselves to the world, the presence of a new fan or follower isn't frightening, it's flattering. They love to know that others are viewing their profiles. That's why they're online. That's the reason the slogan for YouTube is broadcast yourself. Having people looking is the point. Unfortunately, some people are looking for the wrong reasons. Cyberstalking is different from the old days when you went out to your car to go to work in the morning and found a rose on your windshield, although that was creepy enough. While legally, in most states, cyberstalking has the same criminal elements as in-person stalking, it can be more terrifying because of its anonymity. You don't know whether the perpetrator is on the other side of the world or in the cubicle next to you at work. This fear of the unknown generates paranoia, stress, and anxiety that can significantly impact your peace of mind and your productivity. Cyberstalking causes invisible trauma. In other words, you can't show bruises to police. You can't show a reporting officer psychological harm, which is one of the reasons it's underreported. Victims mistakenly believe they have no evidence. But that's not true. Circumstantial evidence is as good as direct evidence in court. Friends and coworkers can document changes in your behavior, your routine, and corroborate the emotional toll you've suffered. Although you have to avoid becoming a victim through smart risk management. Be proactive, manage your online profile. Avoid provocative screen names or avatars because that's just asking for trouble. Maybe you don't use your own photograph. Certainly don't endanger anyone else by using their photograph. But maybe you use a photo of a pit bull instead of Jessica Rabbit. You're much likely to be a target. Be reactive. How do you know whether to accept a friend request or a connection request from somebody new? You don't, at least not without checking out their profile first, including any friends you might have in common. And even then, you can't know by looking. People whose cyberstalk are as varied as those who do it in person. And it's easier to become obsessed with somebody on the internet. This is especially true for people who spend too much time behind their computer screen, as opposed to outdoors at social events, forming healthy relationships. Cyberstalkers can be spotted through their obsessional behavior rather than their appearance. So be alert to the fact that maybe one of your friends, fans, or followers have become fanatic. Avoid people that want to engage in boundary violating. Don't accept every connection request you receive, especially if you barely know the requester. You wouldn't open the door for these people if they came to your house and knocked. And if you track hits to your website, be alert for repeat customers, often at all hours of the night. Make a paper trail. If you are worried you're looking at stalking behavior, print out the messages you received immediately before they are archived or lost. Keeping good records will help law enforcement solve the crime. Stay strong. Be polite but firm in ending your relationships. Ambiguity is an invitation to continue the pursuit. And once you've ended the relationship, don't become a human slot machine by providing intermittent reinforcement. If you ignore 49 emails only to respond to the 50th, to be nice, you showed the perpetrator it takes 50 tries to reach you. Better idea, don't respond at all. Know the law. Criminal stalking requires more than repeated emails or tracking online. It requires a credible threat of harm intended to put you in reasonable fear for your safety or the safety of your loved ones. Most people who report stalking are reporting the wrong crime. There are other laws that criminalize harassment, bullying, sextortion, or otherwise online threatening behavior. National Law Center can help you recognize cyberstalking, training everyone from community groups to law enforcement, We present seminars on the delusional dynamics that lead to cyberstalking. We'll teach you how to recognize the red flags sooner rather than later, and how to prevent and diffuse fatal attraction to divert disaster. For more information, contact a National Law Center today.